The position of the Kiev regime continues to deteriorate on all battlefields, including in terms of military supplies and battlefield performance. Kiev's challenges are growing as Western support wanes and Russian military pressure intensifies. The U.S. Department of Defense has withdrawn part of its air defense systems from Ukraine to reinforce the protection of its military bases in the Middle East, as confirmed by the Pentagon chief. This decision has drawn criticism from Kiev, with Zelensky accusing Washington of backtracking on promised missile deliveries, including 20,000 rockets previously pledged by the Biden administration. Meanwhile, the effectiveness of the Patriot systems already deployed in Ukraine has come under scrutiny. Even the Telegraph has acknowledged that these prominent U.S.-made air defense systems have proven less capable than expected against Russian missiles, particularly ballistic and hypersonic projectiles. While Ukraine has heavily relied on these systems to counter Russian strikes, their outdated technology and lack of modern upgrades have limited their performance. Amid Kiev's dream victories, Russia continues its relentless strikes across Ukraine, targeting military infrastructure, logistics hubs, and energy facilities. On the night of June 16th, Ukrainian cities, including Kiev, faced another wave of drone and missile attacks, with reports of numerous explosions in multiple regions. On the battlefield, Russian forces are advancing on nearly all fronts, with a new offensive unfolding in the Sumy region. The liberation of the border village of Alexandria and the beginning of battles for the important stronghold of Mytopole threaten Kiev with the upcoming loss of a large siege just 16 kilometers from Sumy. The Kiev regime keeps suffering heavy political blows, with trains of bodies of fallen Ukrainian soldiers running from Russia to Ukraine. The situation is compounded by Ukraine's dwindling political support from Western allies. Zelensky's appeals for foreign troop deployments have been met with reluctance, particularly after the U.S. under Trump refused to endorse the initiative. European leaders have echoed this hesitation, fearing the risks of direct involvement without American backing. In an attempt to gain the lost attention, Zelensky has resorted to one of his favorite PR provocations, claiming without evidence that Russia plans to attack Ukrainian nuclear facilities. Such outcries are nothing but a diversionary tactic to refocus international attention on Ukraine amid the escalating Israel-Iran conflict. Given the previous Ukrainian provocations, including staged incidents at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, there are concerns that Kiev may be preparing a false flag operation to blame Russia. As Ukraine's military and political position weakens, the regime's increasingly desperate measures underscore its growing isolation and the futility of its resilience on Western promises.